Welcome to day number 35 of our reading plan. And today we look at Exodus chapter 22 through 24. So let me begin by reading from Exodus chapter 23. Now I want to read verses 20 through 33. So Exodus 23, beginning in verse 20. I'm going to send an angel before you to protect you on the way and bring you to the place I have prepared. Be attentive to him and listen to him. Do not defy him, because he will not forgive your acts of rebellion, for my name is in him. But if you will carefully obey him and do everything I say, and I will be an enemy to your enemies and a foe to your foes. For my angel will go before you and bring you to the land of the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will wipe them out. Do not bow and worship to their gods, and do not serve them. Do not imitate their practices. Instead, demolish them and smash their sacred pillars to pieces. Serve the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread and your water. I will remove illness from you. No woman will miscarry or be childless in your land. I will give you the full number of your days. I will cause the people ahead of you to feel terror and will throw into confusion all the nations you come to. I will make your enemies turn their backs to you and retreat. I will send hornets in front of you, and they will drive the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites away from you. I will not drive them out ahead of you in a single year, otherwise the land would become desolate and wild animals would multiply against you. I will drive them out little by little ahead of you until you have become numerous and take possession of the land. I will set your borders from the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea and from the wilderness to the Euphrates River. For I will place the inhabitants of the land under your control, and you will drive them out ahead of you. You must not make a covenant with them or their gods. They must not remain in your land, or else they will make you sin against me. If you serve their gods, it will become a snare for you. Now, here is the end of the law being given in the book of Exodus, and God is promising to be with them as they walk with him. And what does he promise to them? Well, he promises to guard them in verse 20, to protect them, to bring them into the land. You know, we see this promise all throughout Scripture, from Deuteronomy to Hebrews, that says, I will never leave you or forsake you. We also know the promise in the Great Commission where Jesus says that I will be with you always to the end of the age. And he promises to guard us. He promises to guide them as well in verse 20 through 26. You know, the people had to listen to him. They're called to listen, to be attentive, to obey this angel of the Lord, who I believe is Jesus Christ. And it reminds me of John chapter 14 and verse 15, that if you love me, you will obey my commands. He promises to equip us and to guide us on our journey. He promises to grow us as well. In verse 27 through 33, he talks about how he's not going to give the land all at once, but little by little, and let them grow into the land where they can take care of it. You know, we become frustrated so many times. I know I do. We want to be the finished product. We know that people a lot of times are looking at us and a lot of times wondering, why aren't you where you need to be or where I think you should be? And God promises to grow us, and we see here little by little. So I want to encourage you as you walk with the Lord, that when we walk with the Lord, he promises to guard us. He promises to guide us. He promises to grow us. Hope you'll join me again tomorrow.